he put this movie together through just grit and a Kickstarter, and he really worked hard to make this thing. That is so many props. That's so cool. I love that.
The character is so magnetic. I think I could watch Onyx the Fortuitous read a menu.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because he would make it so fun and so weird and throw in, I don't know.
I don't know.
Young Junk!
What's up?
To all our sidekicks and henchfolk
Out there in the Geek Nation.
Welcome to the
Abaddon's Daddy.
Cold Pop Podcast, episode 95. I don't know. Where we talk about movies, TV, comics, Dark Lord Abaddon, as we previously stated, and all the other things that scratch your sweet, nerdy, Satan-y itch.
What does he say?
I don't know.
Something me? Worship me, senpai. Or
Notice me.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me. I'm coming to you. We are coming to you live from Young Junk HQ, a bomb-ass podcast production space here in Philadelphia, PA.
Oh, Young Chunk.
I like to just progressively make the pause longer.
How do you say HQ?
Aqua. I'm your host, JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Main Street, a rad-ass comic shop that caters to rad-ass folks of all shapes, sizes, and genders. So come down and hang out with me. Give me a crisp high five. With me to talk tonight is Noel.
Sloppy high fives function as well.
Garbagey, stinky high fives.
Crisp high fives, limp high fives.
Flaccid.
That's the same thing as limp.
Yeah. I just like to
What's
say
a
flaccid.
sloppy high five? That feels different. Is your hand dirty?
I think you have to spit.
It doesn't have to
and
be
then
dirty, but it might be sweaty.
That's fine.
Oh, that's true.
That's fine.
Sweaty high fives.
Also in the booth is our trusty producer. Oh, wait, did I say Alice? And Alice.
Oh, hi, I'm here
Alice
too.
is here too. Also in the booth is our trusty producer, Dylan.
Oh.
Ayo, bwah, bwah, bwah.
Maybe if you had food on your eye.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Or
Or if you high five with a pizza slice.
I was finger painting and you were also finger painting, but we can high five and it's just sloppy.
Kind of sounds fun. Does anybody have paint?
Hey, Dylan.
Maybe finger paint high fives.
Hey, Dylan. Dylan.
Yo,
Hey, Dylan.
what's
If
up?
anyone that's watching or listening wants to know more about Young Junk HQ, the space
HQ.
and also the services, where can they inquire?
Well, they can inquire
What?
by emailing me at dylan@youngjunk.com, and then they'll reach me, Dylan, from youngjunk.com, and we can chat. We can talk about whatever, feelings,
Like, how you
podcasts,
doing?
Also,
whatever.
.coms.
.coms, yeah,
Startups.
yeah, exactly. So
The
yeah,
bubble.
just whatever. Yeah, just shoot me an email.
If I had random stock market questions?
I can give you my best advice. My best advice, not the best advice, but
Yeah.
it will be advice.
Question
Yeah.
one, what is the stock market?
Don't worry about it, sweetie.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just give me your money.
Thank you.
I have some very specific crypto questions that I'm going to email Dylan at youngjunk.com.
All right, I'm waiting for them.
Dylan's a crypt bro. For tonight's main topic, we're going to discuss the new cult classic, Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls.
You're welcome.
But before we get into that, I want to thank you from the bottom of my stuff for being here. If you're here live,
The underlayer of his
stuff.
taint,
Yeah,
like the deepest of the middle.
my cockles.
No, that's your heart. Like the
Oh.
deepest of the middle of you.
Yeah,
The end of the middle of you.
all up in my guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
If you're here
underneath
live,
it though.
feel
Like,
free to comment,
the
like,
soft
subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you know when we go live and talk about my guts and add new content. If you're watching this later, do that stuff also.
email us and let
anytime.
us know what you think a sloppy high five would be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
PG-13 sloppy
I'm
high
gonna
five.
say I'm a little
Yeah.
scared. I just
PG-13 sloppy high
No
five.
photos. I'll email us at coldpopgo@gmail.com.
Use
Speaking
your-
of emails,
use your
we don't have
discretion.
any. And you know what? Normally we do a What's Poppin' on this show where we talk about what has been poppin' for each of us for the week.
Pop, pop.
But I just I decided I ordered horror trivia cards at my comic shop specifically just for my friends so that we could ask each other horror movie trivia. I will reveal that I'm nervous and I feel like I'm a horror fan, but I will be embarrassed by how many of these I don't know.
How do you
I've
want to do
already been embarrassed on this podcast. by you.
It's just my existence.
Thicker skin. I walk out of the house embarrassed.
Same. The baseline
Just-
embarrassment. I was
the
even more
air.
embarrassed when you asked me the director
air of
of The
embarrassment.
Exorcist, and I didn't know, and I was like just talking about it.
Friedkin.
So if you're asking,
Yeah.
how do who answers first, or like do we have to? I wish we had buzzers.
I was going to say we need a buzzer.
You could say
Buzz.
Buzz.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Buzz.
All right, I'll do the first round, and then
I'm going to be
and then
so
we'll
bad
just
at
go
yelling
around.
buzz. I'm just going to want to yell at the answer if I know it.
In the also you cannot buzz until the question is completely
Damn
answered, which is
Okay.
bad for me because I don't do that very well.
No.
Okay, anyway,
Terrible.
in the Japanese thriller
Buzz.
Audition, it is an invalid buzz
Damn it.
because the
You're
question is not.
disqualified.
Listen.
I will literally
That's
say
never happened to
end.
me before. I swear to God.
Which
Normally, I can
which-
last
Which
much
you're
longer.
which
buzzing?
camera do I do a Jim from The Office? Anyway, in the Japanese thriller Audition, what did the main character use to lure her victims?
Oh. Shoot, all I remember is like how she dispatched them. Lore. Oh, I mean, Buzz
I don't
Buzz.
know it.
Gates.
Dating website,
Ah, hey.
a dating
yeah.
service.
Yeah. But then she
1
used
point.
needles.
For Jonathan Destructivich.
Should you just keep going?
You want me to keep going?
Or do you? I'll do it.
keep
I'll do
going.
it. I'll do it.
No, I'm good. I got it. Anyway,
Buzz.
what does the green liquid contain in 1987 film Appearance of Darkness?
Buzz. Is it reanimator liquid?
No, you stupid.
I don't know it. I
Idiot.
don't know it.
You've never
See?
seen Prince of Darkness? Really, really eerie movie. Have you seen it?
No.
Pretty bad.
Ooh, John Carp. You don't like it?
Wow.
No, I didn't like it.
Oh, I love that movie. That's a fun movie.
I haven't revisited it since I watched it 20 years ago.
You might dig it more now.
What is it?
The Essence of Satan.
That's what I said, basically. Kind of.
Reanimator goo?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
In Friday the 13th part...
Forensically, yes, they're the same.
Thank you.
Metaphorically. In Friday the 13th part 2, what does Jason Voorhees wear as his
Buzz.
mask?
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish your question.
In Friday the 13th part 2,
Beginning.
what does Jason Voorhees wear as his mask, Alice?
but isn't it like a burlap sack? It's not the hockey mask yet. It's a burlap
It
sack.
actually says burlap sack.
Nice.
Also,
Hockey mask is an
acceptable answer, potato sack as well.
I thought you said burlesque sack. Very different.
He's really sexy in that one. Just gotta say.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Who played the main character in the 1957 film I Was a Teenage Werewolf?
No idea.
Highway to Heaven himself, Michael Landon.
Oh,
Yeah. You
never
keep
would have
going?
said that. Yeah, one
Yeah.
more.
Who are the only two actors who have faced off against an alien, a Terminator, and a Predator?
Only two actors?
Only two actors.
Oh, this one takes some thought.
An alien, a Predator, as well as a Terminator. A Xenomorph,
yeah.
a T-800, as well as it's like it starts with a Y, a Yatra, whatever the race is called, a Predator.
Do you know?
No.
Who is it?
You're going to be mad.
I'm going to be
it-
so mad.
Is it?
Lance Henriksen and Bill Paxton.
Oh, Bill Paxton.
R.I.P. King.
Oh my God.
I always
You're
forget. about-
right.
Yeah. Predator 2, Bill Paxton.
When
Aliens,
was Lance
Predator
Hendrickson
2.
in it?
Hmm?
And when was Lance Hendrickson in a Predator? In the first?
Oh, Alien vs. Predator.
Mother lover.
AVP.
Okay. all
Yeah,
right.
Paxton
That's cheating.
was killed in the first Terminator just as a street tough.
Yeah. He steals his
Um,
jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Give me your clothes.
no, that's the second one.
Oh, is it?
The
What?
clothes, give me your clothes.
Oh, yeah.
The second one. The first
Mhm.
one's just straight up
Just
street tough. He just
Street tough. Yeah,
rips
you're
them
right,
up.
You're right.
Predator 2 and then Aliens.
Oh, there. Okay.
And then Lance Henriksen is AVP. Which Terminator?
No, no.
Dead air.
Not,
All
not
right,
the
yeah.
first
All
one.
right. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
I got a couple.
All right,
All right. Hem.
Give myself this around. I'm not going to win against
Oh,
Noel.
come on. In the 1996 movie Jack Frost, the serial killer
You're
mutates
just
into...
flashing into the camera.
Well, now the camera... I mean, the camera's not guessing. You guys can see
Well,
the
they can
answer.
guess in the chat.
Buzz.
Oh. Yes, you there in the front.
Wait, did he finish the question?
I did it.
You didn't?
Did I?
I mean, you paused.
Mutates into what?
Buzz.
Oh.
A lawn gnome.
No.
I know. I'm fucking with you.
I
It's
was
a
like,
snowman.
It's a
I
snowman.
see a different movie.
It's a snowman.
Oh, where does Ashley Williams work in the movie Army of Darkness?
Buzz. S-Mart.
Shop
Shop
Smart.
Smart. Shop S-Mart.
Oh, here we go. What 1988 film directed by Wes Craven centers around an anthropologist sent to Haiti to research voodoo?
Oh shit!
Buzz.
You're gonna get it. I'm not gonna win against you.
Voodoo Bill Pullman.
What the movie? What's the movie called?
Serpent in the Rainbow.
There you go. I actually just watched this for the first time a couple years ago.
kinda solid.
It's pretty good.
It's culturally dated, but it's kind of solid.
Mm.
Which original Friday the 13th film did Jason get his hockey mask?
Oh, Buzz.
Buzz.
The third one, Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's just straight up part 3, right?
Part 3. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't start getting subtitles until
Right. Yeah. I was trying to think.
4?
What's that? What's the
I
question?
think you're right.
When
they
do
don't
they
get
start
the
getting subtitles?
colon. Rest of them.
Oh,
Part 1, part 2, part
part
3. 4 is something, 5 is something. Like, isn't 4 the
Yeah.
first subtitle?
New Beginning? There's New Beginning.
That's also. I think it's
Final
also.
chapter.
4 is final chapter.
4 is final chapter.
New Beginning is 7. Jason Lives is, or no, is New Beginning 5, where it's like
Right.
not
a
Jason.
Fake, a fake
Oh
Jason.
yeah.
and
I
Jason
think you're right.
Lives,
Yeah.
and then
I think
something,
3
and
is
then
also
takes
the one
Manhattan.
where they give Mrs. Voorhees a first name. Because in the first one, she's just Mrs. Voorhees. I
Is
think
it-
they call her Pamela in the third one.
Oh, Pamela.
Yeah.
For some reason, I want to say Linda, but go on. Next.
Okay, this is my final one. What mythical creature did Hadley hope to see as a killer in Cabin in the Woods? You remember? He kept wanting
Buzz.
to see
Buzz. Mermaids.
Merman.
Merman. Sorry, merman.
Merman. A merman.
I don't see gender.
Oh, God damn it. What do you got?
All
That's a
right.
good movie.
That's
Hey,
so good.
everyone seen Cabin in the Woods?
See, now
Everyone
I'm
here
going to
seen
get all
Cabin
the
in
cards
Woods?
that I know the answer
That's
to.
Let's go.
Let's
All right.
fucking go.
What hangs above Tina's bed in Nightmare on Elm Street?
Buzz. Cross.
Butts.
Butts. Cross. A cross.
Same thing.
Crucifix.
It does say crucifix.
Yeah. Do you know the difference?
One has Jesus.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
My personal Lord and Savior. He died for your sins. You're welcome.
Well, yeah, it depends on if you
Buzz.
want to. Yeah, but sorry, Buzz.
Buzz.
You didn't say Buzz.
Everyone, do you know the difference between?
Oh, I asked this one earlier, but off camera. But let's see who can get it fastest. What 1982 film directed by Wes Craven centers around a scientist who is transformed
Buzz.
into a plant-based monstrous creature?
Buzz. Swamp Thing.
He got it.
Yeah.
Ah.
I know you both knew it.
I didn't know
asked
the answer
before.
actually, but because you just said it
All
earlier.
right.
I saw Return of Swamp Thing first.
Oh,
I-
yeah, me too.
I have that on DVD. That was
I
actually
asked
going to be
that
one of
one
the
too
things like, maybe I'll make you guys watch that.
Which I didn't ask this one. I don't think. What 1981 prequel or sequel? I'm sorry. 1981 sequel is the feature film directorial debut of James Cameron.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Piranha 2.
Do you
Really?
know that is the correct answer? Do you know the rest of the title for bonus points?
Roger
Just making a
Corman's Piranha 2. I know that they have wings in this one. Like they fly. Fuck. No, I don't know the subtitle.
The Spawning.
Ah. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Do you want to do?
One more.
I just want to do my impression. I did this one earlier. No, please don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel. Name that movie.
Buzz.
Yes.
Green.
What type of animal terrorizes Jennifer Connelly in Dario Argento's Phenomena?
What kind of what? Animal?
Animal.
I still have never seen that movie, despite my love for Jennifer Connelly.
This sounds like a Mad Lib answer. Chimpanzee with a straight razor.
Wow.
That
Which is also the name of my
Mad
band.
Lib is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chimpanzee with a straight razor.
All right.
Yeah, that was fun. Let's
Yeah.
do that with alcohol
Oh.
I'd
this
get.
Halloween.
Yeah, let's do it.
I need to watch so
Clear
many
your-
movies.
every time
Clear
we
your
miss
schedule
one, we
the
have
day
to like
before-
take a
the
shot.
next day. And then,
Yeah.
or a sip. We're 40.
That's true.
No, wait,
Yeah.
I got it. We have to drink the Beetlejuice. So
The Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Fuck off. I'd rather
you
drink.
said it would be a good
I'd
mixer.
rather drink.
You were the one
grain
that liked it, Alice.
I'd
I
rather
know,
drink
that's
grain
why I
alcohol.
want to do it because I'm going to be drinking the
And you-
most.
I did purchase, and I finally tried
Oh, I
the
forgot.
Oreo. Look, I
I
did
brought the Oreos for us.
I did purchase
it.
Coca-Cola Oreos.
Me too.
I also got the soda, The Oreo Coca-Cola.
What?
Wait,
I was gonna bring it, but I forgot. And
we
like,
tried
we'll do it.
Oreo popcorn.
We did
Oh, it's
at
just
the movie theater.
We got a little
just
sample.
cookies and cream
Yeah.
popcorn, right?
I wouldn't
Yeah, and
buy
they
it,
had little
but it was a nice
chunks.
little sample.
Yeah, little chunks of
Oreo.
Oreo in it.
So wait, there's Oreo Coca-Cola. Wow, that sounds
Yeah.
awful.
Oh, I kind of like the cookie.
You did?
I didn't mind it.
It wasn't for me.
It smelled like
Oh, it smelled
it
like
smelled
Coke.
like Coke, but it just
Yeah.
tasted a little bit like a Pop Rocks Oreo.
Yeah, which I also didn't like.
Yeah,
Anywho,
I said that Pop Rocks Oreo. It's true. It's good. I'll bring you one. You'll
Let's-
love it, and I'll fucking watch you eat it and swallow it. Anyway,
hey, let's move on to our main review, Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls. Written and directed by Andrew Bowser, starring Andrew Bowser
Ooh.
and Olivia Taylor-Dudley, Rivka Reyes, and Jeffrey Combs. Fledgling occultist Onyx and a group of worshippers attend a once-in-a-lifetime ritual at the mansion of their idol, Bartok the Great. So I knew of Onyx the Fortuitous from the internet.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No.
He has, I guess, are they fake interviews? There was one where a woman was interviewing attendees at a video game conference, and it was just like normal answer, normal answer, normal answer. And then they would get to him and it would get more and more off the rails, like his answers.
I think it's always staged.
Tiny whines.
It's
Mhm.
either always staged or there have been ones where he edits himself
Yes.
into other B-roll footage.
Like
So,
there's like a newscast about an old lady who drove her car into an Arby's and hit two people. And so like he edited himself into that
He was
it,
part of the Arby's staff that
Yeah.
that stopped the robbery or something.
Yeah.
No, my favorite is there was a local broadcast about a giant sinkhole,
Oh yes.
and then
Oh, yeah.
and then he's
saw that one
interviewed
before
as an occultist who just kind of talks about how far does that sinkhole go,
Mhm.
and is my Lord and Savior Satan down there,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
just goes and goes. It's like a bit that's not funny until it's side splitting.
yeah.
Have you sidetracked slightly? The actor, I'm gonna get his last name wrong. Mark Brocksh. He's Colin Robinson in What We Do in the Shadows. He's also in The Office.
Mhm.
Did you
Oh yeah.
Did you know how he got discovered?
No.
He pretended to be like a yo-yo master and he'd go on actual news. Like people would bring him on as a guest and he sucked at yo-yo. And this newscaster would be like, wow, like they were not in on it.
Right.
And like he went viral for it.
I
He
had
like
no
made up
idea.
a name. He made up a persona as like, I'm the yo-yo master. Like, and like he would say crazy shit like, oh yeah, they had me at a child's party, but they asked me to leave. And everybody's like, what? Like everybody in the newsroom is like, who brought this guy in?
The
That's
name
awesome.
he named himself Kenny Strasser, K Strass, the
And that's how
yo-yo
he got
guy.
discovered for The Office, which is how he started acting.
That's
Oh my
awesome.
God.
Isn't it so like when
Yeah.
we're talking about if it was actual newsreels or stuff, he did actual,
actual- yeah.
newsreels. He like
I love
somehow
it.
got himself in
That's
there.
awesome.
It's so funny to watch.
That's great.
Like, and he never breaks character. It's so funny.
He's the emotional vampire.
the
from-
yeah.
Shadows.
Yeah.
I rewatch that like every year around this time of
It's
year,
so
so I've been going through it.
It's one of my
and he's
favorites.
So
Get past
good.
season 1. I loved it, but I just like the breaks between seasons are so long that
Yeah.
I just completely forgot. I think they're up to like 5 now.
yeah.
Anyway,
Fair.
So yeah, Onyx. He's an internet personality. He's a character that he puts on, and
slap some respect on his name. He's got a title.
Onyx the Fortuitous.
Thank you.
I'm
Mhm.
sorry. And I also saw him on some Slashback video shorts that he did, which I really liked. So yeah, and then he just kickstarted.
Yeah, he kickstarted a feature film, and this is the movie. And it got distribution from Screenbox.
Oh,
It was originally picked up from Screenbox, was in theaters for like a weekend and
one night,
one night.
October 19th.
I should have gone. I would have loved it.
I would have. I wish I could have seen this in the theater with.
This would have been fun in
other
the
people.
theater. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a weird. This is a weird bit of business. Like it's a fan film from the OG that's about a fake character he embodies. I don't know. It's very weird. But it's awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, he. So the
Like
the people he got in this movie, Jeffrey Combs
Oh yeah,
and
the
Barbara
Jeffrey Combs,
Crampton.
the Barbara Crampton.
Like,
Yeah. So the movie is he's anywhere between the age of 25 and 48.
You have no idea.
Still, it is
It's so true.
deeply rooted in like late 90s.
Yep.
There's no cell phones. There's no, and then he works at a burger hut, and he
Meat Palace? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
me.
How can I make your day beefier or something?
How can I make your day beefier? Yeah.
He's given the opportunity to go meet his hero, which is Bartok the Great. 5 people are invited from all of his fans because he follows the teachings of Bartok the Great, a Satanist. And then hilarity ensues after that. They're invited to a mansion, and there might actually be supernatural things in store. This movie is so fucking weird, but it's not as good as. It's not as good as.
I'm awake.
It's not as good as Shaun of the Dead.
No.
At all. At all. Hold on. Don't get so fucking defensive. I'm making an analogy.
Whoa.
It's not as good as Shaun of the Dead. But
What did I do?
but
Dylan, do you see this?
Oh, he's hitting women.
it treats its topic thematically the same way. It is a comedy, but the comedy is all of the people, not just yucks. So like it treats itself exactly like a wet puppet horror movie from the late 80s.
Yeah.
And it
Love
does
Wet
not
Puppet.
scrimp on any of that stuff.
I think there's a little scrimpage. I think we could have had more wet puppet.
Sure, more. Yeah, more.
Always
I'm talking
more
about,
wet puppet.
I'm talking about the quality. The
Oh,
quality of
okay.
the wet puppet.
Oh, good quality.
It's like,
yeah.
it's up there.
Yeah, I was
Um,
really impressed by a lot of things in this movie that he just from
So good.
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
It's such a specific movie. I wonder how and if it is funny or effective to people outside of our very narrow scope of what we
Yeah.
find enjoyable.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know if that's a
80s
good or a
horror
bad.
movies, 90s horror movies, wet puppets.
But then also Chronically Online
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nerd.
in general, like
Yeah.
knowing even where this even stems from, just
Yeah.
the Chronically Online part
Yeah, I'd
of
be
it.
curious to see if people don't know the character Onyx the Fortuitous.
I didn't.
Oh, wonderful.
So how did you?
Yeah.
I had no idea what this was. I turned it on and he starts talking like this. And I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right. I was like,
Notice
right,
me,
this se-
senpai.
Yeah. Yeah. He said that. And I'm like, oh, okay. I get who this character is. Like,
Yeah.
I'm with it now. And yeah.
I think it was
I
a
don't know.
masterful opening bit to like him filming the submission video
Mhm.
to get into the whole plot
Yeah.
of the movie in old VHS camcorder. It really was just like oh, okay, I get
Mhm.
this guy. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this guy.
and
like,
how
I
it
know this
ended. Yeah.
person. Yeah.
Well, what did you think?
I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah?
a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah. I
Nice.
really loved it.
That's awesome. You were
Yeah.
laughing?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite bits? Any favorite scenes?
All of the wet puppets. I don't want to get too much into it
Yeah, before spoilers.
before spoilers, but
Yeah.
all of the practical effects were so much fun, which I feel like I constantly talk about practical effects, but I love them so much.
It really enhances I don't know if it's some sort of elitist whatnots, but like it enhances my enjoyment of a movie if I see that it is practical effects. It's just something in me
Yeah.
that just is like, ooh, nice.
Well, we know how hard it is too.
Yeah.
You know, like you only get one take, maybe two. That's a whole day's worth of for one gag kind of thing. So it does make it seem more impressive.
I don't know if it's just because I like to do special effects makeup stuff on just myself, just for funsies. But like, I just think of, I was like, that had to be so much fun to
Mhm.
work on and like just bounce ideas off of people and like create that. Like, that's the best part is just making it and the process of it. I'm like, that had to be so much fun to put together. I'm so jealous of whoever got to do it.
Yeah, and this movie is so random too.
Yeah.
Like the not unlike what is like the Deadites in Evil Dead.
Yeah.
They are wildly random.
Oh, yes.
There is no real rules. Some are giant monsters, some are just white eyes.
Yeah.
Like this movie like runs the gamut of just like there's no real there's thought behind it, but there's no real like there's no rules. It's
Yeah.
just I kind of want it to be a big puppet. Well, I kind of want it just be a puppet in a box. And I want this like it's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that.
I liked it slightly less than you did. When it was over, I was like, that was cute. That was cute. I feel like it could have been, I was really hoping it would be funnier to me. And I really wanted more because of the trailer.
Mhm.
I was thinking more along the lines of like, what's speaking of wet puppets? A couple years ago, the Alien
or Psycho Goreman.
Psycho Goreman.
Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
yeah.
my dude.
Yeah.
Next one.
My dude.
See, I think I'm a horror fan, and then I sit and talk to you guys, and I'm like, wow.
Oh,
There's so much more I need
it's
to learn.
Honestly, the only difference between the two of us is time.
Been here longer.
Yeah, I've just seen
Nothing
more.
else.
I've literally just seen. Well, you know.
I have a great beard.
Costa.
I did not come here to get roasted, everybody. God.
So,
It's really-
thank you.
You just go home. We're good.
we're
Everybody
done.
just watch the movie.
We're done. That's
Yeah,
it.
I
I'm
wanted.
never coming back. Bye.
I feel like it just didn't go quite as far as I wanted it to.
Mhm.
Things like, off the top of my head, he carries around a little lunch pail. It's like everything I need is in it, and I expected to be able to pull things out of it. You know what I mean? Not just like there's almost nothing in that lunchbox. I expected
It's everything you need.
things to come out of that lunchbox that were
Like-
sort of sillier or like impossible to be in the lunchbox.
His battle cats, which progress the plot. The little bottles of wine,
Mhm.
which progress the plot.
He does dig around in there for a very long time. I'm like
That's true.
pulls out the bottle
Yeah.
of wine. I'm like, that wasn't
Yeah.
in there. Like
That was really funny. You're right.
You
forgot
know
about
what?
that.
I am like I respect that because that would be like just over the top.
Mm.
But it also there's something so incredibly pedestrian about the character.
Mhm.
No matter how like they speak fancifully, he has an incredible vocabulary. If there's a space for extra syllables, he'll find it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
For that juxtaposed with the fact of how horribly pedestrian he actually is,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think is the funnier part.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the fact that he can't do anything
Yeah.
impressive.
Right. He's
is
not. He's not
just
like
so
Ramona
good.
Flowers. Right. I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
Yeah. With her bag. You know.
Yeah, like
Which is more cartoony.
I like the ineptitude or the dumbness of just like
It's everything I
little
need.
bottle of
is-
rosé. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Everything I need is just battle cats. All right.
Battle Cats aren't real, right? That's
No.
after something though.
Oh, it's Thundercats.
Thundercats.
No, but there was actual like little
There was Muscle Men.
thank you, muscle
Little
men.
pink Muscle Men.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I had those. Yeah. I just wish it had gone a little further with some of the comedy and some of the horror.
Oh yeah, it definitely could have been more horrific.
It's definitely is way more comedy than
There
horror.
There are times, absolutely. There are times too where I'm like, oh wow, how did they pull that off with their zero budget? And then there's other times when I'm like, oh yeah, they didn't have any budget.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes it's in the same scene.
Mm.
But I found the movie so charming that it didn't really bother
It's
me.
It is
charming,
charming.
is what
Yeah.
it is.
I think it was probably 20 minutes too long.
Yes.
There's a bit in the middle where they kind of rehash the same joke over and over again, which sometimes is great, sometimes is not. I think a good 10 minutes is going through like the maze behind the walls. It's just like
Why
a
are
good
all the
10 minutes.
cobwebs at mouth level?
Yeah.
Are you getting any of these
bit,
too?
yeah.
No, just me? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was a really funny bit. They walk through the same room, no cobwebs. For some reason, he turns around and there's cobwebs.
Yeah, I like that bit. Yeah, it made me laugh.
This is such a bad movie. No, this is a great bad movie or
Yes.
a bad great movie.
This
No, it's
is
a great bad movie.
Trash, not garbage.
Oh, super trash. I mean that in the sweetest, most wonderful way possible. We want to spoil.
Yeah.
I want to take a second and give props to, even though it didn't go as far as I'd hoped, the fact that he he put this movie together through just grit and a Kickstarter, and he really worked hard to make this thing. That is like so many props. That's so cool. I
Yeah.
love that.
The character is so magnetic. Like I think I could watch Onyx the Fortuitous read a menu
Right.
Mm-hmm.
because he would make it so fun
Yeah.
and so weird and like throwing, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh,
I don't
and there was like a reason for that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh my
no.
God! Right?
Come on.
I was like, wait, is this
Hold
a
the door,
sad
hold the
movie?
door, hold the door.
Oh my God!
No, it
that's
was
Hold door,
immediately what I
hold
thought
door,
of.
hold door.
It might have been a riff on that actually.
I think it was.
I think it was.
That's what I thought it was.
But also too the marketing campaign, the non-existent self-funded marketing campaign for
Yeah.
this movie was fantastic. He clipped himself into popular
Hot
YouTube
Ones?
shorts. He clipped himself into Hot Ones. He clipped himself into Joe Rogan Experience. He clipped himself
I didn't
into
see that one.
Google Most Asked Questions, which you
I like
shared
that
earlier.
one. Why does he fuck
And-
McDonald's Halloween buckets?
Did a letterboxed one. Every time that this movie was on a new platform or had a new announcement, he created a fake video for it.
That's
and every
brilliant.
single one of them was fucking top tier hilarious.
They were really
Like,
funny. Yeah.
It's hard for me to, I mean, I like the movie a lot, but I like it even more just because of how much effort and how much
Yeah.
work
Mhm.
and how much like
Yeah.
love went into
you
it.
can really feel like it's a passion project.
Is it 20 minutes too long? Yeah. Is
Mhm.
there, or you see the seams here and there? Yeah. Is there also a meatloaf pastiche that homages
God.
fucking Rescue Rangers?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
and we're going to go for it.
incredible.
Yeah, I had to
It's
take
so
a
good.
screenshot and send it to Noel with what the fuck.
It
Yeah,
was so funny.
good. So
And
good.
I very seriously responded with, if you were paying attention to the dialogue, he actually makes reference to the fact that he's
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, he brings up Meatloaf a bunch. It's so funny.
Yeah, I forgot about the musical bit. Yeah.
there's a lot.
Fun movie. I don't know how many people I would recommend the movie to. It's a very specific sort of
Yeah,
audience.
I feel like I'd
right?
have to know their humor.
Maybe just Remy.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Maybe just our friend Pat.
I think
that's
Costa
about
would
it.
like it too. He didn't watch it. I watched it in chunks, which I think maybe be part of the reason why I enjoyed it more is because
Yeah.
it didn't feel as long. Because I only had a couple, I had an hour here to watch and then like a little bit of time here to watch before we recorded.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also had no idea who this character was beforehand, so I didn't really have any expectations of what I thought this was gonna be.
Yeah.
It's not even like a, none of it. I didn't find any of it boring. It was more along the lines of, this could be tighter.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
snappier and tighter
Mhm.
because the creature effects are so good in some of the scenes.
Wanted more creatures. The creatures were great, especially the ghouls.
The ghouls were
The
so
ghouls
phenomenal.
were so cool looking.
When we saw the first ghoul, the first time we saw a ghoul, I was like, that looks too good for such a small budget movie. There's no way we're going to see another one,
Yeah.
a second one, a third
third
one,
one.
a
Yeah.
fourth one. I'm like, damn, son.
And they're all slightly different. Oh, so-
It was so cool.
Yeah.
Any sequence where the ghouls are running around with the actors and it's just like the
Yeah.
weird puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the greatest thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very charming.
I mean,
So
spoilers.
if you like wet puppets and internet nerds,
Internet nerds, wet puppets, fedoras,
My ladies.
fedoras, hilarious Satanists,
Doesn't love a hilarious Satanist.
burger mascots.
I love that. What is it? Skewer it? What was it? What's the line?
When in doubt, skewer it out.
Skewer it out. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this movie was fun as hell. Let's
It's a lot of
spoil the
fun.
shit out of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls starting now.
Still great.
Still great.
Yeah.
It's
like it.
fantastic.
Spoiled.
What can we spoil about it?
He was the chosen one.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
it's
he
all
was
pretty-
the fortuitous one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked the fact that the love interest was a non-binary character.
Yeah.
Oh, were they?
Z.
Yeah. They immediately say that their pronouns are they,
They, them.
Oh,
Yeah.
word. I didn't catch that.
They also were one of the only people to respect his chosen name and call him
Yeah,
Onyx.
that's
Everybody
true.
else would slip into calling him Marcus or something.
which is a solid ass piece of business.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he was the only one that called her Z. Everybody else called her Mackenzie or Mac. And she,
Didn't catch that.
they were like
Nice.
very respectful of each other's chosen names and pronouns. I
That's
thought that was
cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it's really good just character work between the two of them. When that finally happened and like there was a kiss, I was just like, fuck yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Get it.
yeah, Demon's hot, but fuck yeah.
Demon
Yeah.
was hot. I like the two different colored eyes. Very
Yeah.
cool.
I debated bringing one of my bright green contacts for my exorcist costume
Damn it.
and popping it in.
Come
But I thought
on.
it would have been too uncomfortable.
Distracting or
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what this movie was
I,
great.
I love this movie. Just tears.
It's so sad.
It took me far too long to realize that Bartok was
Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs from The Reanimator.
Also, for random reason, plays his dad.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah.
I at first I was like,
Like we
is
need an
Bartok
actor?
his father? No.
No, just,
No,
No,
it's just
we've
like-
got Jeffrey Combs. What can we get him
What
to
can we
do?
put
yeah,
him?
it's also too like it's his memory. So like he worshipped this
Oh,
Bartok dude for so
Nice.
long that yeah,
Oh wow,
it makes sense.
You can make it work.
I loved the one-off, very stupid, obscure fight with his stepfather.
I was just gonna say when they're like
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
both like
it escalates and
While the
such-
mom's talking.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
it escalates in such a weird fucking way to
Yeah.
the point where they just start cursing at each other, and
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like two losers trying to out loser two losers trying to be alpha,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's the funniest thing I've
It
ever
was pretty
seen.
good.
Why do you
It
wear
was
a
so
suit? You don't
Yeah.
go anywhere.
That's
Well,
right.
what's his name? Go in the what's the step Todd? That's right, Todd.
What are you,
Todd.
I
you
knew it
doing,
was that-
Todd?
Yeah. Why do you wear a suit every day, Todd?
Yeah.
You don't go anywhere.
Oh, it's Meat
The
Hut.
clothes make the man.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so good. So good.
Jason Marsden played the box demon.
Yeah, I went into a little bit of a deep dive too. Also during the Ralph Ineson plays the voice of Abaddon. He's gonna be Galactus.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh.
Yeah,
That guy.
yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, this movie, this movie's
in
a
the
little
Witch.
bit of a miracle.
Yeah.
This,
a lot of it.
this shouldn't exist, and I think it only exists for like maybe 10 of us.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's a shame. Do you have a favorite bit? Have a favorite part?
I loved the ghouls, and I loved
Yeah.
how they were each like
Very-
personalized
Yeah.
to the person. Like Shelly still had her bright red hair,
Yeah.
and oh my god, I loved their mouths. The like, oh my god, there was
Yeah.
just their
The
gums and
chattering teeth.
teeth. It was so good.
They were like playful Cenobites.
Yeah.
I loved all the characters actually
Mhm.
were more fleshed out than they ever needed to
Yeah.
be. Like the main five.
Mhm.
They were all like large caricatures, but the way that either how they were written or how they were encouraged to play them,
Mhm.
all of them had like actual pathos. All
Yeah.
of them did.
Yeah.
It was
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah.
Like you don't expect that in a genre movie. I'm not saying I was touched,
Yeah.
but it's just like I knew exactly who that person was. I know
Yeah.
exactly who this person is, and they don't change anything.
The one character's backstory that like surprised me, took me back, was Shelly, who like just looks like suburban housewife who like
Mhm.
maybe got bored and like just like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll try this, but like she tells her backstory through a poem, which was
Oh,
fun.
That's right. Yeah.
You find out like she was a church-going Christian. She was part of the church, and then her husband died in a car accident, and so she turned to Satan because
Yeah.
she wanted to know answers. And I'm like, oh my god, that's like actually really. And she's like
Yeah.
saying this all with a smile on her face. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's traumatic.
Dark.
Like that's
Yeah.
dark for this character. Yeah.
Oh, I love the ongoing bit about being the virgin.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was
His
really
reaction
funny.
was really funny. Yeah.
It didn't.
Yeah.
The drawing of him in the book too.
But the gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like scenes later where he does like demasculating jokes about that because he still can't let it go.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the character can't let it go.
Yeah.
They're doing other things. He's just like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just over here being really fucking unfuckable. Just does not let it go. And it felt oddly real in like a really
Yeah.
unreal movie.
Yeah.
I loved this. I actually, the more I think about it, the more I loved it. It wasn't like I didn't sit there because I sat and watched it alone. I
I
didn't-
started it with my wife, and she was like,
Yeah, it's not. It wouldn't be for my wife.
"No,
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know who I'd recommend this to other
Yeah.
than like
us."
you guys.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
Costa would enjoy it. I'm gonna test the waters and see if he'd like it.
it sample little videos first.
Okay.
Little Onyx, the
Introduce
fortuitous
him to
videos.
Onyx.
Okay.
Yeah, the sinkhole one, classic.
hmm
I
I really like the hot ones.
how one's I'm shitting. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh god, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm so shitty.
I'm shitting. That last one.
The way it cuts. Yeah, I always love a good mid scream cut.
This movie makes me laugh. I thought it was great. I'm glad I made you guys watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad too.
you did too. Yeah, this is
It's
great.
one of those things that when we saw it was coming out, I was like, oh yeah, I'd watch that, and then I
Mhm.
totally forgot about it,
Mhm.
and probably never would have gotten to it
Mhm.
unless you had made
Yeah,
us.
I wish I kickstarted it.
Oh yeah.
If Andrew Bowser
We're speaking directly to you.
Looking at you right now. If there are plans to work with like a boutique VHS distributor, like a Broke Horror Fan or Meatbox, I think, or something, whatever. Either way, if there's a VHS available, I will.
I would buy
purchase
the
it.
VHS of this.
I will purchase it on day 0. I'll send you money now. What is like $40? I'll
Do you have
send you.
Venmo?
I'll send you money now to please provide me with a VHS of this movie because I adored it and I want this in my
collection.
analog collection.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What I saw that Tony Moore did one of the posters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from Walking Dead and Fear Agent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
I feel like we would get along with Andrew Bowser.
I feel
Mhm.
like yeah.
Yeah.
Let's invite him on the show.
Yeah. Andrew Bowser, come on the show.
We have nothing to offer.
Or he can cut
Nothing.
himself into the show.
That'd be fun.
What do
That'd
you
be
think,
fun.
Onyx?
Classic. Mr. Fortuitous over
Classic
here.
Onyx.
What a fortuitous response to that random question. Anyway.
I have another favorite bit.
Oh, go.
We briefly mentioned it before spoilers. The Meatloaf bit. Like he brings up when they get
Oh,
to
Meatloaf
the
the
mansion.
singer. Yeah.
Meatloaf the singer,
Yeah.
not the meat creature that comes out.
Yes.
I realize that's confusing now saying that, but Meatloaf the singer, they get to the mansion. He brings up. He's like, "Wow, this looks just like." It's like the first thing he says. He's like, "This looks just like from the music video. I'd do anything for love" by Meatloaf.
He does.
And then later
I
in
didn't
his dream
catch that.
sequence, it's like the music video.
Now,
It's-
I didn't look it up, but I wouldn't be surprised if it actually is the same set.
Right,
Or
like
the
that's
same
the-
house.
that's the
It's-
call.
Oh,
callback.
I didn't look it up
Yeah.
either, but I was like, I would not be surprised
But and
if
then
that's the reason for the bit.
doubling onto that, he talks about like when I think it's like when he's defending being a virgin or never having like well you've never even masturbated. He's like, what?
How would that even work?
How did it even work? But then he like goes into a weird tear about like having fantasies and being a mix of both Chip and Dale in Rescue Rangers
Yeah.
and what's her name? I forget the
I
mechanic's
forget her
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is like, hey,
The sexy
you should-
one.
Yeah, the sexy
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. But then shows up in the
I
dream
couldn't believe it.
sequence
I couldn't believe it.
looking like the fucking cartoon character.
Yeah,
I'm
The
like,
makeup was so good.
Oh
This
my
is
god, it was
such a movie.
crazy.
and I'm like, and also too, I was like, am I attracted to a mouse?
Yes. yes.
Is that mouse
Found
hot?
out
Yes.
some things about yourself.
Mouse hot. Also, that actress, biggest fan now.
Yeah. she was great.
Olivia Taylor Dudley.
What's
Everyone
she-
in
I
this
know
movie
her.
just crushes.
Mhm.
Everyone in this movie crushes.
Oh, and the makeup when she turns from looking
Oh.
normal to demon.
Oh, she's from The Magicians.
Oh my
I've
god.
never
She's
seen
the
it.
main character of The Magicians.
I've never seen it.
Oh, neither have I. I've heard it's
Wow.
very good though.
Oh, I didn't
Wait,
even
I want to look
clock
up if that house.
Paranormal Activity, the Vatican tapes.
She is
And
Skylar in
Sequence?
Paranormal Activity.
Wow. How cool. I'm sorry. What? Go ahead.
I'm trying to look up if that's the house where they shot
Oh,
the
I
music
see.
video.
Anyway, I recommend this movie to anybody. If any of this sounds even mildly fascinating to you, I recommend this movie.
Yeah, same.
And it's fun, super fun.
Highly recommend.
Thanks, Andrew
to
Bowser.
3 people.
I recommend it to everybody. I'm just curious.
Yeah, you know what? Throw it out there. Shotgun
Everyone
blast
watch
it.
it and
Let's see
email
what's up.
us.
Show
Yeah.
it to your mom and your dad and see what they think and let us know.
Yeah.
Maybe your grandparents if they're fun.
If they're fun.
Yeah.
If
Or
they're
if they're not.
if they're sticks in the mud, no,
Nah.
no, no.
Well, thank you so
No.
much for hanging out with us.
I'm sorry.
Email us at coldpopgo@gmail.com.
I'm
Let us know what
sorry.
you thought of Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls. I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't do it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. So I think all that's so you had us read a book.
I did, The Nasty.
The Nasty.
Nasty.
I made you guys watch this. I think it's
Is
yours.
it my turn?
That's
Didn't
your
I do
turn.
All-Star Superman?
That was kind of a collective decision.
Yeah.
Okay, great. My turn.
Yeah.
We should rewatch Onyx the Fortuitous now.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for
This
hanging
is
out with
now
us.
an Onyx the Fortuitous podcast.
Podcast.
We literally could do a show on every single one of his videos. Let's go.
Hey, nope, I already asked that one.
I'm ready
Oh,
to fail
What
against
brand
all.
of doll did Charles Lee Ray possess in the Child's Play movies?
Buzz. Good guy dolls.
That's right.
Suck it, Spider
I'm
Lady.
not quick enough.
In which movie from
I
the
don't have a beard.
1950s did In which movie from the 1950s did Raymond Burr play a character named Steve Martin?
Which movie of the 1950s?
Yeah, did Raymond Burr?
Oh, Godzilla?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gojira.
Gojira,
Oh,
which
sorry.
is that French metal band.
Gojira is the original.
I know. They know that's why they
I
got their
love
name.
that
But did you
band,
see their
Gojira.
opening ceremony
At the Olympics,
Oh,
yeah,
sick as
yeah,
hell,
that's
right?
some like death
Oh.
clock shit. I
Wait,
fuck
is that
with.
is that the one that everyone
got
hated?
mad at?
'Cause it
Yeah.
Marie
was-
Antoinette. No, it's not the Last Supper one. That wasn't really the Last Supper.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. It wasn't that one.
Dionysus, Whatever.
It was the feast. We don't have to get into it.
Everyone's dumb.
Thanks for hanging out with us, and
Bye,
we'll talk
love
at you
you.
later.
Doo-doo-doo.
Diddly-dee-doo.
Young John!